Hey, welcome to Happy Teens Community YouTube channel. I'm glad you made it here, and we are bringing on something really interesting this time around. It is called Honest Conversation with My Teenager. Now, why this? A lot of teenagers are bugged, like they can't say things to their parents, and they need the right kind of information to be able to move forward. And that is why we are here. I'm here with my team. Please let's meet Auntie Miracle. Auntie Miracle.
Hello.
Let's meet John.
Hey,
Let's meet Esther.
Hi. Welcome to Happy Teens.
Okay, so before we start, just give us that shout out with a thumbs up. And whatever questions that will be coming to your mind, make sure you drop it on the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about dating. Yeah. Dating. What is dating? Is it important that a teenager should date? Should a teenager be actually should it be, is it slapped or whatever because he or she is dating or having a boyfriend? When is the right time to date? These and many more we're going to be talking about in today's episode. So, Auntie Miracle.
Okay.
Dating.
For me, I feel like dating is a special form of friendship
Okay.
where you get to know the opposite sex more, and then you try to see if you are compatible. So I feel that is what dating is for me.
Okay, Uncle John, what is dating?
Okay, dating to me, I feel is a point in your life where you feel this is a time that you want to get to know more about this person, and maybe sometimes most especially leading to marriage. So that's how I see it from my own point of view.
So what is dating, Auntie Esther?
Alright, for me, I feel dating is a type of relationship where romance comes in. Where romance is the kind of relationship where one might maybe go into romance. So for me, that's what dating is.
Okay, so is it like the boyfriend, girlfriend thing? Or is it that we are very serious?
When we talk about dating as teenagers, the truth is that we are talking about boyfriend, girlfriend.
That's how you say.
We know, so let's be real. We are talking about where a young boy is going out with a young girl, and in between, do those things in between. You don't want to hear it from my mouth.
Okay, so I want to, because this is honest conversation, I want us to make it real. Like,
We'll try.
were you in your secondary school, what we would call high school over there, were you actually in a relationship? Let's start with John.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's the question that just came as a shock to me. Well, I would say for me, like, although I didn't had the idea about dating at an instant, but so okay, I once tried.
Like to
Yeah,
take
I
the
was
move
trying
and
to
go
get
out.
into dating, but
You know what?
I just discovered that there are some, things that we as, we need to look up to first before, making the right choice of either you go ahead or not. So, as I saw this and I immediately pulled off. So
Okay,
that was
okay.
it for my secondary school.
Okay, like the dating took like 1 week. Alright.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, Esther, what do you think?
Yeah.
Were you actually dating in secondary school as a teenager?
Did I date in secondary school? I wouldn't really say yes. But I remember that there were instances that I liked someone. I would call it infatuation now, because right now the person is no more in my, I don't talk to that person, and that person doesn't even care about me anymore. So
all the butterflies disappeared.
So I would say that I didn't really date, but this is what happened. I have observation and experiences in secondary school. I was always, should I call it jealous? No, not jealous, but each time I watch my classmates, go out when it's Valentine, their boyfriend will bring teddy bears and stuff, all those beautiful things that happen between boys and girls in secondary school. And me, I was just there alone on my own, and nobody was giving me all those beautiful gifts. I missed out, but I wouldn't say that I didn't date. I liked someone, but today the person is no more. So that's really what happened.
Okay, Auntie Miracle.
Let's
hear from your end.
This is quite interesting because truth is I love talking about my secondary school love story. It's all like a relationship per se, because my mind I was like, okay, let me just chill and then let us finish secondary school and then we'll get into the university and then you will now finish, get a job, boom, you're married. But I think that I so much liked this guy. I mean, he would write letters to me, and then I kept them somewhere, God. And then when it's time for field trip, and then he's not in school. Hey, the entire of that, the miracle name will be sad. And then you ask, what is wrong with him? Say it's mood swing. They don't know it's voice swing. So that is it.
Okay, so but the reality is that as teenagers, we would actually fall in love.
The
There are certain
butterflies in
points
your belly.
that butterfly. There are times where you would actually feel love. You feel loved, and you actually feel like
and you pray for the
you
love,
pray for the love, for the
attention.
affection, the attention, the gifts. But the thing is, I remember my experience as well. I had this senior colleague when I just finished school. He was in computer engineering. So, in my head, I already calculated that, so this guy is in computer engineering.
I can imagine.
I am already going to enter computer engineering.
Hey.
And we are going to be engineers. And we got talking. He said he liked me. I was like, well, I'm a church girl. I don't want to do, but inside my heart, but a lot of things. But I noticed that after like a week, there was a certain time where I gave him like a week. And we stopped talking. I know the butterflies, all of them disappeared. All of them disappeared.
Wow.
So you see, I think teenagers, we really need to understand, is this thing love?
Is it going to just be for
Is it
6
infatuation?
months? I mean 3 months.
Okay. So let's get talking. We've talked about, did you date in secondary school? Now, when is the right time? If we say these butterflies, when is the right time to start dating? When do you
To start acting on the butterfly.
Yeah, to start acting on the butterfly. When is the right time?
For me, I would say that, before talking about dating, actually, first, you need to look at, are you financially ready? Are you emotionally ready? Are you spiritually ready? In fact, are you mentally ready? Okay, let's take for instance now, two people come together, they want to begin to date, and let me take it from the perspective of finances. Now, you see, you discover that along the line, one thing about all this relationship stuff is it makes sacrifice.
Yeah.
So that's one of the major things that will keep it going.
Yeah.
So before you even think of such a thing, are you ready to pay are you ready to sacrifice for this person there? So like, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, there's someone that I know that was going into a relationship with someone, and recently got to me for like an advice. Now, what's the person's problem? The person got to this relationship, but like discovered along the line, like the guy would be like, it was a guy actually that he was like, guy, I don't understand this relationship thing. I never know say it will be like this. Every time this girl will call me for this thing, for money.
That
was what the guy told me, and I was like, you see, that's why you always need to consider these things before going to.
Okay,
And please, I think to add to that, please, a relationship is not an avenue where you get to task the guy. You get to be collecting recharge card money.
It's not like oil well. The guy is gone for oil
I
well.
don't know that way, but I don't think, in as much as love entails sacrifices, it shouldn't be asking, please give me. So yeah.
They are parasitic relationships.
Exactly.
They are relationships where two people are benefiting. If you are not growing in a relationship, then so when is the right time?
I wouldn't say there is a clear-cut time for dating, because someone that is 14 years could actually be very mature and prepared to get into a relationship. So I wouldn't say that there is a clear-cut time, but be prepared first and be ready in every phase, intellectually, spiritually, financially,
Financially, yeah.
Be very prepared, because relationship, which we're talking about dating now, comes with lots of commitment. Are you ready to commit to this relationship? Are you ready to pray for this guy that you're going out to when he has issues? Like and then for the guy, if this girl actually calls and she's in need of financial needs, can you actually go out there to provide for these things? And then now as young people, what we really do now. Let's look at it. We bring in the characteristics of marriage into our relationship, our dating relationship. For instance, now I'm in a dating relationship with my opposite sex, and then I'm a teenager. We get to do kissing, we get to go out, and most of us we involve sex in it. So now, whilst you're doing all these things, have you considered? Are you prepared in case maybe pregnancy comes in? You as a guy, are you ready to become a daddy? You as a female, are you ready to become a mommy? So be very prepared and look out for the things that might happen in the future of that relationship.
Yeah.
Before you get into dating, the age span is that be prepared.
Okay, so I think we also need to hit this emotional maturity, because some teenagers feel, okay, I have money, I am from a rich dad, or they don't really understand spiritual maturity. I can pray now, is it not? But can you handle the fact that you love someone but you have to stay even when you have sexual urges? Because you have to be really emotionally mature. That some guys, ladies be like, oh, he has broken my. Can you get over a heartbreak? Can you do without someone as much as you need the person? Yes, because we have seen suicides. I read from news where a boy, because the parents said he can't marry a particular girl, he committed suicide. He wrote the notes, love note, and kept. Really? I was like, who are you? Is it your future and all that? Because these are the things we are facing. And these people feel like, I'm one Romeo and Juliet now. Okay, so we really need to understand what is love. We're going to talk more in this episode, but we don't want to make the video very long. So if you have not given us your thumbs up, please do that now. Subscribe, and please send in your questions. This is real talk. We want to have this kind of conversations with you so that you'll be guided and so that you know the right things to do and the steps to take even as a teenager. So, do we have any last words?
Okay. I would love to add this. Before you get into a relationship, please be an adult first. I know a lot of you were actually waiting for Mama Esther to say, okay, you have to be 16 years. You have to be 16. But honestly, and I was actually waiting for, when I was much young, I was looking for somebody to tell me, I will just wait till you are 16, go and date. So you have to be an adult first. That's what I can say.
Okay, or something I want to say is also, please take note. So emotions can deceive.
Yeah.
So you must learn to have control over your emotion. It's not everybody that you see on the road and maybe as a guy like, oh, that's my
please crush something.
It's one thing that leads a lot of people that's just going in that direction. So just take that into consideration.
So dating can be done right if you actually do it at the right time. So guys, wait for the right time.
No need to rush.
Wait for the right time and do dating rightly.
Okay, so don't be pressured. Because a lot of people feel like if I don't have a girlfriend, I'm just.
I was there.
Like you don't have someone that's giving you teddy bears as a lady. Don't do dating for the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
Do dating right. And if you must date, let someone be accountable for that. Be accountable to someone for that relationship. So we are going to see us in the next episode. For now,
we love you.
We love you.